Hello, survivors of the apocalypse and veterans of Atom RPG. Welcome back to Trudograd. So we have encountered a number of quite interesting people over here. Now we are about to look at the doctor, the Caduceus, an ancient symbol of medicine. Let's see. So we've got many opportunities to help people. Oh, this guy does have quite some stuff here. Hello there, good man. A hunchbacked old man with a long beard strolls around the room using a pestle to pummel something in a small mortar. He puts his tools away in a capacious pocket and clicks his tongue. Now, what do we have here? You're in dire need of medications, but which kind? Let me take a look-see in your mouth. I might have something for you. Well, you know. Oh, doctor, I don't need your opinion to know I have to take pills. No. Well, actually, we try to never take any medication if not necessary, because there are always some side effects, right? But yeah, I don't need treatment, I came to talk. However, we know that we are rather healthy, so let's check out if this guy is also one of these corrupt crooks. Let's open our mouth. Let's see what he does. The pharmacist pushes his spectacles up his nose, comes close and squints even harder than before. Then he steps back to his former position. Lack of vitamins, weak immune system, typical. Every winter, people suffer from this ailment, especially since the climate changed. But no need to worry. I have everything you need, literally. You'll need every possible treatment I sell to get better. Well, is that so? I'll buy anything if you give me a discount, Doc. Success. You do look rather peaked. Okay, I'll give you a discount, if for no other reason than to keep you as a customer. Well, that's great. Good, but first tell me about the fate of the inverter factory. This will, you know, like, surprising him with this question will surely give some form of reaction. The elderly pharmacist takes a couple steps back and cocks his head. The old man's eyes are hidden by the reflection of the lamp on his glasses. Oh, so he knows about the lamp, I guess. Inverter, you say? Well, you're in luck. I happen to know a few things about it. But if you are so interested in the place, maybe you could, how should I put it? Pay for the information. 1,000 rubles should be enough. 1,000? That's a bit rich for you to tell me a little story. Yeah, this is daylight robbery, but alright. Yeah, I hope your tale will be worth it. No. Forget it. Can we talk about something else? No. So 1,000, that's a bit rich. Yes, maybe you're right. I know what the street gangs say on this topic. Greed is a pliers' downfall. As I come from a family of pliers myself, I'm eager to avoid such an outcome. Okay, call it 500 rubles and the information is yours. Well, actually I think we should firstly look around a little bit. Maybe there is an even cheaper option, huh? But it's good to know. So this guy would sell us the information for 500 rubles. So, well, can we talk about something else? Of course, let's discuss my selection of medications. Good health is life's greatest treasure, and one has to take care of it. Well, couldn't agree more, but could you answer a couple of questions for me first? Sure, what do you want to know? So may I ask what your name is? My name is Inokenti Bugovsky, but you can call me Bug the Pharmacist. This nickname stuck to me a long time ago, unfortunately. Now it's become something of a trademark. Aha, and well, tell me about Trudograd. The young folk seem to think this is a good place to make money, and they are right, until the oligarchy decides to shove a stick in the spokes of the wheel of small business. Well, let's hope they don't. And what do you do here? Before the war, I taught chemistry in a public school. Now, as you can see, I'm a pharmacist. A quiet and a relatively lucrative business is just the thing for someone my age. Well, that means you will have a lot of money, right? Money in your pockets. Well, We'll elaborate on that thought later, maybe. Have you heard any rumors you'd like to share? People are saying the city's revolutionaries want to establish a dictatorship of the proletariat. I have nothing against the proletariat, but I don't really like the word dictatorship. Well, who does actually, right? Who's to be taken seriously, huh? Well, let's talk about something else. Show me your medications then. Good, good. There they are. Okay, by the way, well, we have one medkit here. Well, he's got super stims and regular stimulants. Apomorphine. And 300 rubles. Alright. So, by the way, this was the special weight set, right? Used with battle gauntlet and boom glove, yeah. Well. Well. Let's keep everything, but it's good to know what he sells. Also like the combat drugs and stuff. Okay, so have to go, but good to know what you have. I'll return later. Maybe. No, surely actually. So, and while going outside, well, what do we have here? History of CFS. This book published by the city government of Trudograd tells the history of the CFS organization. Don't try to steal anything. Oh, sorry. Okay, well, I didn't want to steal anything, but rather, you know. Oh, a Molotov cocktail, well. But rather, you know, share the knowledge. What is this, a distillery? Oh, I think he's actually distilling moonshine or something, well. Would be consequential, I guess. Like, what did they do here? That's like really discussing all the cigarette butts there. So, by the way, there was this wooden cable set, right? Did we actually take that before? Yeah. Oh, someone's singing. We can hear song over here. There's also a guard with a steel armor. Okay, and we've both got the same headwear. Hello there, comrade. A policeman is frowning at the passers-by on Trudograd's snowy streets. He's standing all alone, bracing himself against the constant gusts of frigid wind. Comrade policeman, what can you tell me about Trudograd? Okay, I'll tell you what I'll tell every migrant. Here in Trudograd, we hate adventurers and thrill seekers, and we are suspicious of mercenaries. What we like is law, peace, and order. Remember this, and your stay will be pleasant and fruitful. So, how's the service? Difficult and dangerous? That's confidential information. My presence reassures the locals that someone is always on watch. If things get rough, I can radio for backup. I thought there was a factory called Inverter somewhere around here. Yep, there was such a factory way back then. But much left of it now, not much left of it now, and that bit's been taken over by squatters. Do you know who ordered the destruction of the factory? Can't say, ask the locals, they might be of help. Well, aren't you a local? But well... So, service is dangerous. Can you tell me anything about Trudograd? Okay, well... Unfortunately, there was another option to ask him, but now it's gone. But well, I guess we have to talk around a little bit more, huh? Knock knock on the door. Hello there. There is a person there. Well, let's firstly take a look at the sideboard. Some biscuits. Well, those could come in handy if we are going to... we already talked with this guy, right? Or did we actually? No, we didn't. A plump man... The guitar seems totally familiar. A plump man stands in the center of the room, eyes shut, fists clenched, mouth agape. After a few deep breaths, he almost deafens us with his loud, deep singing voice. Toreador, don't spit on the floor. Please use a cuspidor, that's what it's for. Oh well. Well. That's certainly, you know, the high culture of song. We could spit on the floor. Ahem, good day, sir. Now let's, you know, let's suck up to him a little bit. We clap our hands. Bravo! Bravissimo! The corpulent opera singer bows to us. He has a huge grin plastered on his face, yeah. So that's, you know, how you make people like you, right? Oh, prego, mascarpone per pizza, della notte tesa di ariete. I see, Maestro Scholins, your master. He's not only good at picking wine, he also picks the best delivery boys in the city. Oh, how scandalous. Now what news do you bring, boy? What the hell are you on about, you crazy fuck? No, you're mistaken, I'm no messenger. I beg your forgiveness. What was I supposed to deliver on behalf of Maestro Solins? Call me boy again and you'll regret it. Boy. No, we are not unkind here. Let's rather elaborate here. So, I beg your forgiveness. What was I supposed to deliver on behalf of Maestro Solins? A real courier would never ask such a thing. You're more of a fraud than you're more of a fraud than my competitors in Saint Slavik's chorus for unmarried men. Now state your true purpose, foul boy. What do you require of Lev Petrovich Scherba, the famous opera singer? Sheesh, Scherba, huh? Maybe you could tell me why your name is written in this notebook. Oh, the notebook. Field, 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 wide field. Heroes are riding in the field. Well, you know, I really don't like the way you're talking to me. Yeah, let's not start. Well, I mean, on the other hand, like let's now let's keep him cooperative. I think he might shut down otherwise, and we can intimidate him later on, I guess. So, well, why could there be a name written in this notebook here? Scherba takes the withered notebook and studies the list of names. He then sniffs at the thing. I sense perfume. Oh, is that Red Moscow? A sweet young music-loving girl must have recorded my name in this notepad after she fell in love with my amazing voice. Such a romantic girl, such an ear for opera. The others on the list are probably also singers or musicians, but look at how clumsily their names are written and how lovingly she wrote mine. Oh yes, this lass knows who has the most octaves in his vocal range, if you know what I mean. It doesn't even smell of perfume. The names are all written in the exact same style, though. It says right here that the notebook belongs to some Potap Verbalski. That's a man's name. Sigh and move the conversation along. So I think he's going to have an argument where we are wrong. So let's say that. So it says right here that the notebook belongs to some Potap Verbalski. That's a man's name. So what? I love to be adored, no matter the gender of the adorer. I like all sexes equally, as long as they are the sexes of my fans. Before we can reply, Scherba wags his finger in our face, warning us not to say anything insulting in return. Well, we were just baffled anyway, right? Where did you disappear, the golden days of my spring? What will the forthcoming day will bring me? That doesn't even rhyme. Well... so, and who, well... I see, well, and who are you waiting for, Scherba? I think I dropped enough hints already. I'm waiting for a courier to present my invitation to sing in the Grand Trudograd Opera. Oh, what amazing roles I will perform under its lofty dome on its time-honored stage. Well, I've never heard of an opera house in Trudograd. Why do you think you'll be invited to sing there? Yeah. Why do you think that? Why wouldn't I? I'm the best singer in Solntsetsgrad, the town of the sun. My fame has long since reached this putrid rat nest of a city. I refuse to believe my singing talent isn't enough for this place, because it is. Well, I never heard of an opera house in Trudograd, though. Oh, please, don't join my legion of haters. There are enough of them already. Sometimes they pretend to be simple passerby when they lie to me. The opera was closed down years ago, they'll say, or there's no more opera in the city. Well, that's not true, because I don't believe it to be true. It's as simple as that. Ah, so you are one of those people, you know, who bend reality to their will, right? Yeah. So I guess you know this little lady, Pippi Longstockings, right? But well, if you say so. Hey, can I talk about something else now? Sherba looks down his nose and nods at us like a member of royalty. Yeah, not back, I heard him and leave. Could you answer a couple more questions? I sure hope your questions will either be about me or require that I share my opinion or some rumors I've heard. Oh, there are heroes of the Red Army. Field, a white field of corpses. Tell me something about yourself. How ignorant of you. Everyone in the world knows Left Sherba, a nightingale whose voice has filled many a grad school auditorium and abandoned lot in grim Trudograd. After a terrible experience in my hometown, which I do not care to discuss, I left St. Slavik's chorus for unmarried men and decided to conquer the Trudograd music scene. Naha, and what do you do here? I'm rehearsing for my inevitable invitation to perform in Trudograd's Grand Opera House. None shall sleep, not even you, princess, in your cold bedroom. Where I will sing under the guidance of my longtime fan, Maestro Andres Moiseyevich Ossolins. The courier's probably already on the way with the good news. Sure, my legion of haters told me time and time again that the Grand Opera House had been turned into a condom factory back in the 90s and later burned to the ground. And yes, they take great joy in pointing out that Andres Moiseyevich died of old age long before the war. And of course they even showed me his alleged grave. But if the opera really burned down and the maestro is dead, that would mean I'm nothing but a broke, delusional pig, a loser, a jobless hack and a fraud. We both know this is not the case, and thus the opera and the maestro must continue to exist. The haters just faked all the city maps to keep its location hidden. Well, you know, that's certainly an interesting take on the situation. But well, do you have any thoughts on Trudograd? A stinking, bloated clam, inside of which lies a beauteous pearl. Avert your eyes, lest you go blind, for I am that pearl, my boy. Where did you disappear? The golden days of my spring. What will the forthcoming day will bring me? Well, Mr. Sherba, do you have any rumors to share? I'd rather share the truth. During the last outbreak of the mumps in Trudograd, the disease was only defeated after I sung a soothing ballad to local hospital staff. They were so inspired they instantly cured everyone. Is that so? Well, that would be, you know, like nearly a miracle, don't you think? But well, what will you say if we talk about something else then? Sherba looks down his nose and nods at us like a member of royalty. Toreador on guard, Toreador, and know well, yes, no, as you are fighting that love. Well, we nod back at him and leave. Okay, so I guess... do you mind? Well, let's leave him that stuff. Well, actually, I see you crawling there like a thief. Where did you disappear? The golden days of my spring. What will the forthcoming day will bring me? Well, could we actually... well, he doesn't sing to that music, at least. So, well, and then... Well, do you by any chance would you like some cassettes? No? Well, but you're also like, father figures we are, you're a shooting star, you've come so far, I was once in your shoes, in a closet, oh god, how I hope I'll be an opera star soon, I'll take any role. Okay, let's rather just go away, okay. So, well, in this notebook, the notebook names his name, right? So where's the notebook? Here, Verbalski notebook. Sherba, look for him in the scrap quarter, seeking employment as a singer. Well, what could that mean, I wonder? What could that mean? Let's have a look again. So maybe must somehow find Vasma somewhere on Kolushkin Street. Oleg lives somewhere in Trudograd. Deceased, search aborted. The question is like, why was this Potap interested in these people? Maybe he wanted to build something, like a new place for culture or so. Who knows? Passerby, hello there. You and I need to discuss something. My pies, my beautiful pies are burning in the oven. Well, then you better, you know, check them out. Okay, then let's go over here. Someone is doing something. A barrel pit. The fire roars merrily beneath the grill, sending plumes of colorful toxic smoke into the sky. Yeah, they are burning plastics and stuff in there, I guess. How can you resist stopping to cook something, right? No, let's go away. That's just disgusting. There's no salt, go to hell, you idiot. How do you explain your constant dream visits then, Epiphanes? In case I need to be more specific, the ones where you try to... Do you understand that you're sick, Bakhtimirov? It's like my poor old mother told me, don't do unto others what you don't want done unto you. And now look at yourself, Epiphanes. Unfucking believable. Since you can't win in court, you're coming around accusing me of this other bullshit. I don't know anything about your dreams. Stop appearing in them then. Just end this paranormal torture. I won't stop pursuing you in court, but I'll at least leave you be. God damn it, you are pissing me off, dude. One of these days, I swear, just one more ounce of your bullshit and I'll put your lights out. I don't doubt that at all, after all the shit you tried to pull inside my nightmares. You monster! Hey everybody, listen to this idiot. Not to worry, our village finally has an idiot, and this is him. The people are on my side, Epiphanes. Besides, as a malicious spellcasting dark yogi, I'm guessing you have no friends. Oh my fucking god. Now that is certainly a very funny situation here. I'm just telling it like it is, you know, keeping it real. Hong Kong, Bakhtimirov, you are a goddamn clown. Well, let's actually listen to this. That's really funny. I know what I see in my dreams, Epiphanes. I would never lie about that. My record is unblemished. Come on, you and I both know that's bullshit. You missed your Halep Horidol this morning and for the past several weeks. Better go count those pills. I don't like pills. They make me choke. Stop your nightly attacks and I'll leave you in peace. Oh, damn, you're really a sick dude. By the way, even if I were sick, at least I'm not a dark magician. Cease your relentless assault on my sanity, Epiphanes. There's no salt. Go to hell, you idiot. By the way, what time is it? Here, 13:55. Okay, because we need to come back during the night, right? Do you understand that you are sick, Bakhtimirov? It's like my poor old mother told me. Don't do unto others what you don't want done unto you. And now look at yourself, Epiphanes. Unfucking believable, okay. So there they start repeating. He is too busy with the argument to notice us. And this guy, a muscular, dark-haired man with wide shoulders, is arguing aggressively with a balding man of similar physique. We can't immediately figure out what the quarrel is about, but it must be very important to them. They are so involved they didn't even notice our approach. A minute passes like this before the bearded tough guy throws a quick glance our way and stops his opponent in his tracks. Shut your pie hole for a second. Can't you see this guy's trying to talk to me? What's up, man? If it's about a room, tough luck, I don't have any vacancies. Ah, well, what are you arguing about? Can I help? Ah, this is none of your business. Move along. Well, you know, I have a certain reputation when it comes to settling disputes. You know, I'm the mediator in the flesh, actually. Whispering, if that guy is inconveniencing you, I can send him on his way. For a couple 100 rubles, that is. So, now, you know, I am a mediator in the flesh. No peaceful negotiation will work here. This idiot is either trying to provoke me or make me lose my mind. First he got himself stuck balls deep in the scrap business, my business, where I didn't have a single real competitor before. Then he uncovered some funky archival documents stating that half the places I'm digging up are actually the property of his ancient ancestors and therefore belong to him. As if that wasn't enough, now he's coming around every day and declaring that okay, brace yourself for this bit, that I'm haunting his sleep and trying to murder him in his nightmares. Fucking A. How can you even say such ridiculous things with a straight face? How could any animate, shoelace-tying, groin and armpit-washing human being believe in such hogwash? Well, no idea, but I certainly like the picture of the groin and armpit-washing human being. Yeah. No hogwash here, only wicked sleep magic. You want to destroy your competition, don't you? I stopped you from growing fatter and richer, exploiting my ancestral land, so you decided to send terrible visions my way. Don't talk to that modern-day Svengali stranger. Leave him to fester in his own dark mind, or he might make an appearance in your dreams too. There you go, straight from the horse's mouth. You can try your luck if you are such a hotshot negotiator. I'm even willing to pay if you manage to stop this line of bullshit. But I'm half convinced an early grave is the only fix for this superstitious idiot. Well, we'll see. How about you answer a few questions first? If you so badly need to kill sometime, then go for it. Just make it quick. What's your name, buddy? My parents, with God as my witness, named me Epiphanes. Oh, I thought it was like the guy was using that to refer to a Greek guy, but well. And what do you do? I'm the kind soul that rents out rooms in this ruin, but my main business is scrap metal repurposing. Aha, and tell me about the city. The authorities were always bragging about gunning bombs out of the sky, mid-air, on the day the world ended, but we really ought to thank the stupidity of enemy spies instead of our amazing military. The Americans must have miscalculated the strategic importance of Trudograd and its factory, since they only sent 5 nukes our way instead of 5,000. Well, know any good gossip? We don't even want to talk about nukes at the moment. Remember the massive cloth shortage 2 years ago? The same reliable sources are predicting huge price increases for pig iron next year. Stock up now, triple your money later. Aha, pig iron, huh? And tell me about the city. The authorities were always bragging about gunning bombs. Sorry, we already... So you don't know anything else here. And do you know any other good gossip? Well, only about that cloth shortage and stuff. Oh yeah, well, we know about cloth rhymes as well, right? Just watch some X3 Terran conflict there. Let's change the subject. Go do something productive for a change. Yeah, maybe later. But can you tell me what happened to the factory that once stood here? When I bought this parcel from the city, it looked exactly like it does now. Piles of rubble, broken bricks, and a few more or less intact structures. If the ground hadn't been full of valuable metal wiring, this would have been one hell of a bad business decision. Guess nobody bothered to scavenge the place after the demolition. Still no leads, okay. Thanks for the answer, but I really need to go. Okay, do you understand that you're sick, bucked me right off? And now the guy, this heavy-set bald man of around 40, is giving us a careful once-over. When he begins to speak, his surprisingly gentle voice doesn't at all match his somewhat menacing appearance. I heard that Epiphanes asked you to talk to me about my beliefs. Okay, let's talk. I'll quickly debunk all of your arguments and continue to blame that scoundrel for psychic violence and witchcraft. I will do so until his will breaks and he admits his crimes. Well... Are you a sociopath or something? But well, okay, this talk will have to wait. No. I'll stay on topic, but first I need to know what happened to the inverter factory, you know. Well, let's start. What's with all this arguing? There's no arguing. At least not on my side. Some time ago, my little scrap company began to step on the toes of Epiphanes Scrap Metal Cooperative. There wasn't any ill intent on my part. My business naturally grew and expanded to new scavenging sites, while Epiphanes' crew shrank, no doubt due to their alcohol problem. I also have a legal case against Epiphanes for gathering scrap on the lands of my great ancestor, Count Atamon Bakhtimirov. A legal case, eh? The rights of the aristocracy were dissolved a century ago. Yeah. Like, ever heard of the Red Revolution? In the first years after the war, Trudograd's government changed almost weekly due to a constant series of coups. Leadership changed hands between communists, fascists, monarchists, democrats, anarchists, dadaists, beat worshippers, turnip cultists, the unholy servants of the Black Goat, and so on and so forth. Well, we ran into the Black Goat as well, right? And beat worshippers and also turnip cultists already. Wow. So many factions. Sometime during this political unrest, someone snuck a little statute into the city's constitution which proclaimed that successors of old noble families had the right to retake their ancestral lands, provided they could prove their lineage. When our current authorities finally disposed of their competition for good, they proclaimed the constitution to be inviolable and impervious to criticism. Little did they know that statute about the nobility remained intact. Well, okay, point taken, go on. At first, everything went smoothly. My company was reaping huge profits and the judge promised the land dispute would be solved in my favor. But then, my sleep began to be plagued with terrible dreams every night. Indescribable nightmares, all different. The one thing my night terrors all had in common was epiphanies. He appeared in every single one. Every night, his goal was to brutally murder me. Imagine this for a second, Ducky. You close your eyes after a hard day's work, but instead of oblivion, you find yourself staring into the bloodshot peepers of that buff bastard. Before you can tell whether it's real or the beginning of a nightmare, he's lunging at you with a knife. You run as the hallucination swirls and churns unendingly, tortuously. You squeeze through his its vicious, slow-moving fabric, and you know, if he catches you and kills you here, you'll die in the real world too. Well, now that is certainly some form of nightmare, huh? It was thanks to this never-ending torment that I slept through my court hearing. I'm still working to resolve the situation with the judge. My work has withered as well because of my constant sleeplessness and distraction. That's why I'm here, trying to convince this asshole to lift the curse. Well, creeperific. Is that the entire story? Keep away from the bottle, Rummy. You just started talking and already I smell bullshit. You had a few nightmares and the first thing you came up with was I'm cursed. Now, okay, let's be comforting to him, huh? Creeperific. Is that the entire story? Yeah, isn't that enough? I just asked him to stop his wicked ways and settle things like a real man through the court system. But the scoundrel is acting all squirrely, denying everything. Since even a simple passerby like yourself seems to doubt he's a real warlock, I'll prove it somehow. Well, you know, like, don't you suppose that believing in magic in our day and age is kinda dumb, partner? Or, you're going to stop with these little fantasies or I'm gonna kick them out of you. Or, prepare yourself. I'm not going to deploy facts and logic to mock and thoroughly debunk your paranormal beliefs. I'm now going to, right? You are too damn stubborn. Well, let's go. Like, I mean, I feel that we are rather smart, but we have a very gentle and forthcoming personality, which is why we try to rather convince people instead of humiliating them or something, unless it's really necessary. So let's tell them, don't you suppose that believing in magic in our day and age is kind of dumb, partner? Well, it's also like, no, let's go here. Prepare yourself. I'm now going to deploy facts and logic to mock and thoroughly debunk your paranormal beliefs. Yeah, let's do this one. Could be entertaining. Making a steeple of our hands and lightly tapping our fingertips together, we begin to list all the scientific evidence that belief in magic is nothing but superstition created by the unwashed masses during the Dark Ages. Our superior reasoning gradually wins the bald guy over. The gods of facts and logic are truly on your side today. I'm astonished by the sheer volume of knowledge stored in your gargantuan brain, especially that bit about dreams being influenced by one's daily thoughts and experiences. I'm constantly thinking about epiphanies because of the litigation and I'm stressed out all the time. No wonder I see him in my nightmares. Yes, exactly, buddy. That's exactly the thing. You need to think positively. I need to relax, get some real rest and put this all aside for a few days. Then maybe my nightmares will go away on their own. Exactly. Take it easy for a couple of days and the nightmares will end. Well, it's good to help people, right? And he didn't even say thank you. Well, I guess that's solved. Hello there, there's a lady. Hello. The young woman stares surreptitiously as we approach, looking away only when we catch her in the act. She giggles and blushes. Oh, hello. Need any help? Oh, well, it depends, like, you know? Like, it depends on the help needed, but yeah. Or, like, the help offered, right? But, well, I don't know yet. Care to answer a few questions for me? And by the way, we forgot to... Or we missed the opportunity to ask the guy. So I think from now on we should actually ask people firstly about the factory. So do you know what happened to it? It was destroyed long before I settled here in the 90s most probably. I've got nothing more for you, I'm afraid. Okay. Well, I'm looking for work in the city. Can you point me to anyone who might be hiring? You look like an experienced adventurer. There's always a job for people like you. Don't listen to anyone who tells you the city's peaceful. Trudograd has a ton of problems and not everyone is ready or equipped to face them. Well, you know, I think we are certainly equipped because we've got a huge machine gun. But yeah, so that goes without saying. Can you answer a few questions? Sure, I'm listening. What's your name? Irina, but everyone calls me Irka, so that's what I'm gonna say. Irka. Well, nice to meet you, Irka. What do you do here? I work for the owner of this ruin. I'm his bookie, kinda. Right now I have to live in this common room, but I'm hoping to make enough money for a private apartment soon. You have to live here, like where are you sleeping? But well, what can you tell me about the city? I never saw what Trudograd was like before the war, but according to the locals it was very different. They even said there weren't any mutants. Hard to believe, right? It's like saying there weren't any armed thugs roaming the streets. Give me a break. What, did they magically sprout up when the bombs fell like some kind of radioactive mushrooms? Ha! Well, you might be onto something there, Aka. And, yeah, do you know any gossip that you would like to share? Like, it's an open secret that one of our neighbors, Aquil, suspects another neighbor, Ruslan, of being a dangerous northern spy. You'd think someone as intelligent as Aquil wouldn't be such a bigot. Why would you say that? Like, how do you know that he's a bigot? Well, can we change the subject? Well, I'm listening. Well, do you barter anything? Oh, you've got, well, you're a clean lady there. But I fear we don't have anything. I mean, I guess we could actually maybe make a sheaf for you or something at some point, because we don't need that. And every lady needs to have her own sheaf, right? I need to go already, see ya. Can we actually do that? Like the regular sheaf, because I see that we have some tape. Here, this one. Oh no, we don't have the brick. Oh, we need the here the sharpening stone. Well, so no sheaf for this lady. Well then, and then this gentleman here. That's Epiphanes, and this one. Hello there. This youthful fellow can't help but smile when he sees us. When we make eye contact, he seems to freeze in place. Hello, are you new in town? Can I help you? Well, maybe. Well, I wanted to ask about the fate of the inverter factory. I don't really know anything about it. All that's left is this building. But I'm sure someone around here must know more. Well, that is something to be hoped, right? Well, thanks. So, how much for a bed in this flop house? All of the beds are either taken or paid for in advance. It's like this everywhere. Finding decent accommodations in Trudograd is hella hard. Nobody can afford an apartment, and renting a room is only slightly easier. You could build a mud hut outside the walls, but then the police will never give you any peace, and eventually someone will burn it down out of spite, maybe with you inside. Well, you seem to speak of experience there. Huh? Could you answer some questions? Why not ask away? What's your name, buddy? I'm good with alarm clocks and timepiece in general. That's why the locals call me TikTok. Okay. Well, and what's your real name? Huh? You are not going to share that one. Huh? What do you do here? Me and Irka work for the owner of the house. He hired us to collect scrap and old tech from the ruins around the city. But the snow has made it hard, so now we are sitting around without work. It's just me, the boss, and her. Well, That was quite the dramatic pause there. You got something going on with that Urka gal? Come on, there's no need to be shy about it. Firstly, I thought you were like from the other side of the river, if you know what I mean, but come on, don't be shy. Oh, well, shit. Okay, listen, I do like her, but she doesn't really like me back, not that way. I've tried joking around with her, and I tried being serious, and she never reciprocates. But then sometimes she looks at me strangely, as if assessing my husbandly qualities. Through this, I don't know what's going on. Does she like me back? I don't get it. Well, you know, the truth is actually pretty simple, TikTok. Hey, don't take out your notepad just yet. I know you adventurer types are always writing down potential assignments, as you call them. This is not that. I was just sharing my grief with a fellow human being. Hey, let's talk about something else, okay? Well, TikTok, you know, like, you need to understand something about women. They firstly prefer, like, at least these days, they prefer to have a partner, like, well, they call it partner, but of course it's not about partnership or anything, not about building anything, but rather to have some advantages out of that, you know, out of that relationship. They prefer to have someone they feel they can control, you know, and for that reason they usually try to find someone who they think is actually not as smart as they are, or they think they are, yeah, like for that. And only very, very few really internalize the notion to really build something, to really have a partner, you know, and that's the sad thing. That's all we need to know about it. They always think of themselves, how their life can be made more comfortable and stuff, yeah, and that's it. That's the brutal truth, you know. But well, I'm getting carried away here. Tell me about Trudograd. I don't want to jinx it, but life in Trudograd has actually become tolerable. Before, people were being killed in broad daylight, but now attacks and muggings usually only happen at night. This is a huge step towards a civilized society. Well, surely a step. Yeah, well, any gossip you want to share? I don't spread rumors, but I'll gladly tell you the truth. The way you drove that crazy person off, I mean the guy who'd been harassing my chief every day. Boy, that was pure art. My boss is not the nicest guy in the first place, but with that Bakhtimirov character riding him all day long, he was borderline violent. Okay, well, good thing that we could help. Can we change the subject? Yeah. The man nods. Do you barter anything? Oh, you're a smoker. And you've got some tea, but well, we don't want that. Okay then, so leaving you to it. Well, okay, then well, let's talk to Irka. So Irka. Oh, seeing us, a smile blooms on the young woman's face as magical as a winter flower. Seems like our charismatic personality has really won her over. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Well, Irka. Irka, listen, your colleague was talking about you. He was talking about me? What did he say? Well, you know, he said you were a dumb fucking bimbo. His words, not mine. No, we're not such a person, right? We would never do such a thing. Not even to, you know, do things with her. But well, for starters, that he likes you a whole lot. Yeah. He's cute and all, but he doesn't really seem to have his act together. I like older men with some life experience behind them. Oh, well, is that so? Well, you know, experience comes with time. Give him a chance. Well, this man is gonna move mountains for you, you know. You know, let's explore this one. But I feel that we should bring the two together because we can't stay with her here in the living room, like the common room. Well, you know, now that you mention it, I'm quite an experienced fellow myself, you know. How intriguing, and how big is your experience? Well, you know, believe me, baby, it's huge. Reasonably big, but how about you give that guy a chance? No, believe me, baby, it's huge. Oh, sounds interesting. Would you mind sharing some of that experience with me? There's a tiny maintenance room in this building, just the right size for a fruitful discussion, away from prying eyes. Well, you know, I think we should certainly discuss some things. Let's begin a mutual exchange of knowledge and experience. With the condom. Ah? Oh? Oh, where are we? Oh, this is like, that is the maintenance. Oh, like that. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, ah. That's her sound, not ours, right? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's the yes principle. Yes, and. That's preferable to always say no, 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 oh no, and stuff, you know? It's the yes. The yes that liberates you. Also, pretty nice principle established in improvisation theater, by the way. That's very nice. Like, that impressed me personally very much. I like that a lot. Yes, and. Like, to accept another person's ideas, you know? And then to add to it, to make a new experience for everyone. Yeah. There. We exit the small room, face flushed from the intense discussion. Irka fixes her hair while we double check our buckles and zippers as we put our clothes back on. The discussion was so hot and messy we had to undress for the duration. Yeah. I heard about that. Such a situation. Oh, I learned so much new information. Well, it's always good to make new experience, that's for sure. So, well, I hereby announce that our debate was very fruitful. Give Urka a peck on the cheek and move on. Oh, well, yeah, so how about your secret admirer? What about him? Well, you know, he seemed like a smart enough guy, someone who could raise a family. The woman thinks for a while and then replies uncertainly. You think so? You know, I think I'll give him a chance. Yeah, that's quite a conscious decision. Ahem. Oh, well. I didn't think, but well. Oh, hey TikTok, how's it going? Well, that's just typical, right? Urka, good, and you? Like, she just... I'm okay as well. Listen, I wanted to tell you that, I also wanted to tell you something. Yeah, then you go first. No, it's the ladies first. But well, Urka, I love you. Oh, Tick, I love you too. She just had this discussion with us. Really? Really? Yeah, you're so silly. Oh my God, we need to get out of here. Oh yeah, yeah, I guess I am. Like, she literally had this discussion with us like literally 10 seconds ago. But well. So, I mean, I'm glad that we can bring the people together, and if that's what it takes, you know, then, well, I guess that is not good for our illusions, you know, about the ladies. But well, oh, there's a flat cap. Yeah, that... Oh yeah, well... Oh no, it's not as good as ours. Well, a regular cap, the proletarian look it grants the wearer will earn some respect from the inhabitants of the wastes. Yeah. Well, while quite disillusioned, or even more disillusioned, I think we can be happy about these two there. Oh, nice. Some ammo. Oh yeah, and another med kit. That's good. And a tire. Very good, very good. So I guess that was worth it. So we brought these two together. Yeah, and well, I guess we made some... Oh, there's a chest there. We made some interesting experiences. So what kind of chest is that? And by the way, there's... Like, I wonder if this is like an Atom RPG that we just... Or is it actually? Did we have anything like a lockpick or so? I don't think so, right? Or did we? Didn't I buy something? I think I remember something like that. Or wasn't there something? Character? Why is our strength reduced? Oh, because... we are so exhausted, right? Oh yeah, we are hungry actually. Oh! Well then, actually, I'm not sure if this is actually interfering here. Or is it actually? Endurance and strength. That should actually not really interfere with the lockpicking. Lockpicking. Oh. Oh, I think something has changed. Oh. Oh. If I had known that, I would have invested more points into lockpicking, because I love lockpicking. Oh no. Oh no. We're not going to open this one. Well then, but there was something like there was something like lockpicks that we could get, right? Well then, anyway. So I'm glad we could bring these two together, despite, you know, the thing. Is there, what's that? Tobacco, oh yeah. Cabinet. Tea and coffee. There's a person there. Hello there. Before stands a stocky lad of uncertain age. His reddened, unpleasantly swollen face is staring straight ahead at our manly chest. After checking us out, the lad offers a friendly handshake. Hey there, pal. This is the first time I've seen you, but I have a feeling we already know each other. Oh, is that so? Well, there was supposed to be a factory here. What happened to it? Do you know that? No idea. I arrived in the city not that long ago. If it wasn't for that sign at the entrance, I wouldn't even know these ruins used to be a factory. Can I ask you something? I'll tell you what I know. What's your name? Ruslan. Name's Ruslan. Just Ruslan. And what do you do? Shit, I'll take any work I can find. I haul cargo, cook, wash floors, I do construction and break stuff down when it's needed, just hustling, you know, getting to the top of that pyramid, 1 ruble at a time. Someday I'll make it, baby. Well, it's good to be, you know, optimistic. Tell me about the city. Large, noisy and dangerous. These words best describe my landlord. And Trudograd, it's okay. Haven't compared to where I grew up, but that's another story. You know any good rumors? People say Guangzhou caravans have some serious competition at these lands. Competition that's also from the east. Go figure. I don't know anything else though. Okay, can we talk about something else? No, nothing comes to mind really. Gotta go. See you later. Thank you for your time. Yeah, they don't even have doors here, but just the curtains, huh? That's... Oh, it must be chilly here. That's why they have all these plastic... Like the fires where they... Oh, empty cans. They don't need those, right? Well, can we actually do something with this fire? No. Only this one, where they burn the garbage. What's that? The plots of the Northern Elders. Let's have a look at that. The plots of the Northern Elders, worth 61 experience points. Dear Trudogradians, we are in terrible danger. A few days ago I had the displeasure of sharing a trolley with 3 dirty, foul-smelling, beastly northern migrants. As an honest man, I, Sergei Alexandrovich Efratov, never listen in on the conversation of others. But these savages were simply too loud for me not to overhear their heavily accented ramblings. They spoke of a secretive meeting of the so-called learned elders of northern lands taking place that very night. From their tone, I quickly surmised that treachery was afoot. So, when they disembarked at the next stop, I stealthily followed, draped in the cloak of Mother Night. Long I crept and even longer did they walk, until finally they ventured into Grey Corner, the poorest of all migrant districts, and ascended the creaky steps of an ugly wooden hut. As they closed the shabby-looking door behind them, I crawled up beneath the closest window, made opaque with grime, and listened in. There, I heard 3 short speeches, most probably given by the elders of the vile migrants, before the hushed crowd of their unwashed countrymen. The first elder spoke thus: "The North makes men strong and women fertile, while those who are warmed by the hated sun, like these Trudogradians, are born imbeciles and idiots, greedy and inhospitable, with women who are hairy in all the wrong places. The best thing about these natives of Trudograd is how easily they are fooled into tolerating our foul notions that are hated even by God, who we don't even believe exists since we are some kind of pagans or something. Also, their blood is very tasty when baked into a pie." The second elder spoke thus: "Divide and conquer, brothers and sisters. These Trudogradians believe their authorities let us live and work here because it guarantees them cheap labor and a scapegoat for their mistakes. But is that so? No. Of course not. What are you, lot? Stupid? These politicians let us live in Trudograd because they are not actually politicians. We killed the real politicians and replaced them with shapeshifters, conjured up by the dark magic we all secretly practice. As a side note, we also eat native babies." The third elder spoke thus: "Strength is the only way to govern the unclean masses. These Trudogradians think our people work for scraps at the most difficult jobs because we've been chased away from our native lands by hunger and war. But is that the case? No. Actually, our people work these demeaning jobs to train their will for the day, when the great leader comes to Trudograd with an army of northerners like us to pillage this bloated pig of a city. When that day comes, we won't simply take the riches of the honest, hard-working people of Trudograd. We will also kill all their elderly children and take their womenfolk as slaves to sate our unclean desires." Upon listening to these terrible, treacherous words, I was shocked, appalled, and horrified indeed. But my honor and pride as a native of Trudograd would not allow me to faint right there on the spot. So I ran to my home, to carefully set the type and print out this leaflet to spread hither and yon, to defeat the plans of these disgusting elders before they come to terrible fruition. To knives and rifles, Trudograd! Let not this insidious evil that used our own kindness against us win. Wow. Well, I guess the stage is set after reading this piece. And who's that? Is this also a new woman? A hazel-eyed woman speaks warmly to us. "Oh, are you looking for someone? Maybe you wanted to pay a visit to our neighbor. I think you've got the wrong door." "No, I'm right where I want to be. Can I ask you a few questions? Like, I'm looking for information about a factory that once stood here." "Oh, the only thing I can tell you is what you already know. That factory's gone. It probably came down during the turmoil of the early 90s. Whether it was blown up or transported elsewhere, I don't know. My Aquil and I lived on the other side of town back then, and we were pretty busy, as you can imagine. Unlike most other Soviet cities, no nuclear warheads landed in Trudograd during the war, but that did not save us from a chaotic escalation of violence in the streets, with former party leaders, the military and other factions fighting to determine who would rule the post-apocalyptic world. We common folks had our own fight as well, the fight for survival, and we weren't all that interested in news about some factory, Well, that is certainly an answer. Well, why did you think I was here to visit your neighbor, by the way? Oh, he always has some young people visiting him, friends and family, I guess. Sometimes he meets with them outside, sometimes in his room. It's completely normal behavior for a young person, but my husband thinks the poor boy is a northern spy who plans to murder us all. How silly. Talk with Aquil if you want to hear more about his conspiracy theories. Well, okay, maybe we should do that. Well, could you answer a few more questions? Certainly, I'm always glad to have a chat. Well, how should I address you? My name is Natalia and I use my husband's surname, Pugacheva. Well, nice to meet you. What do you do here? I know how to sew, mend clothes for my neighbors, and even sometimes make something new. I don't get too much work that way, but every little bit helps. My only worry is that with old age, I won't be able to hold a needle anymore. Me and my husband were too worried about the future to have any kids, so there is no one to provide for us. Oh, that's so sad. You must also feel so lonely, And, well, having kids is one of the very few ways to make the world a better place, provided you raise them as being proper people, you know, like good people. How sad, actually, Natalia, but well. Any gossip you want to share? Not everyone in Trudograd is happy with the authorities. I heard that some citizens have formed an underground revolutionary group that plots to overthrow the government. I just hope these ideas don't spill out into bloodshed on the street. Well, hopefully not. Well, who knows what will happen? Yeah. Well, let's talk about something else. And actually, well, as you don't barter, see you then. So, and looking at the time, that those were interesting conversations. And, well, conversations indeed, right? Especially here with this lady, Urka. And what we will find out with this gentleman and his conspiracy theories about the presumed northern spy. No, that's Ruslan, like who's Akhil. That's TikTok. With someone thou. Epiphanies. Like, since when is he actually living here? What is the guy doing here, I wonder? And if we can solve the riddle of the lock. Yeah, how to open this lock. We'll see in the next, or one of the next episodes in terms of the lock. But surely in the next one, what is going on with this gentleman here. So many thanks for watching. I hope you found this one cool and entertaining. If you did, please do click the like button. Do subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you never ever miss an episode again. And we are continuing next time. And if you want to share any thoughts, feelings, tips and tricks, that would be very welcome. Not only just to discuss and so on, you know. We are a very, very forthcoming and friendly community here on Playing Hardball. But also for the grand algorithm. All hail the algorithm, right? And it will be pleased if you write something. So many thanks for that. See you next time. Bye-bye.